Gati Shakti platform is a very important initiative by Government of India, and we are all aware of the National Infrastructure Plan of Government of India, which was launched in 2020, and the idea was to invest nearly more than $1 trillion in infrastructure of India, and that will have definitely contribution from the central government, the state government, and the private sector is also expected to put in at least 20% of the capex to create Indian infrastructure. Now, Gati Shakti platform is something which is uh, providing knowledge or information transparency to all the ministries which are investing their money to build national infrastructure. So the idea is to have a proper complementary of complementing of each of these infrastructure so that we have point to point connectivity of infrastructure, and that will help the logistics movement of goods from one point to another. If we look into the logistic cost, then as per certain estimates, the logistic cost in India is nearly 14 to 16% of GDP, which is higher than other competing countries like China, which is having 8% of the GDP cost, or the Western countries, nearly 12% of the GDP cost. So this Gati Shakti and the transparency across ministries will help in exchanging data and building the right infrastructure and aligning all the investments to complement each other. Now, one step ahead, the government has further allowing the private players with a recent notification, allowing the private players to have access to this infrastructure information, the data what the government is having, and accordingly the private sector will be assessing and coming up with strategy and everything, and maybe their own infra pipelines or infra investments along with government and in the form of public private partnership. All possibilities will open up with good scrutiny of how the infrastructure is being built and what is the impact. If we, as per an RBI understanding, a report putting one rupee in infrastructure reflects three times of earning in or economy in the GDP. So investing in infra and investing in the right way to have the maximum impact is the key. And engaging private player in this is something which will create a huge impact, because private minds, be it consultants or private players, developers who are putting their capital expenditure, if they have the complete information of how the several ministries and government departments are engaging and planning for the infrastructure development and how these are overlapping, so the right suggestions can also come up from the consultants and all the private players, that this is the way we should move forward to have the best impact on, be it logistics cost or other cost, or the maximum impact on the GDP. So this is a great move by Government of India to allow private players to see this data, to use this data and come up with solutions. Thank you.